Good morning, or whatever it is where you are. It's morning here in New Zealand. It's not Final Friday today, but I do have some thoughts about the new Beatles Anthology release, so here they are. One of my earliest and fondest memories was of being a 5-year-old and hearing the Beatles for the first time. My parents had this really strange compilation record called The Essential Beatles. It was really eclectic. It had things like P.S. I Love You, paired with Baby You're a Rich Man. But for no obvious reason, they put it on this night and we all spent the evening dancing around the living room. It was around late 95, and I think it was apparent to my parents how much I loved this music because I received Anthology 1 for Christmas that year. It was all I wanted to listen to ever. I immediately fell in love with it. My parents quickly grew sick of it, and I suppose were complaining to some friends about it because they gave me a bootlegged copy of Rubber Soul and Revolver. And from there, the obsession fell fully into place. I was recently on a podcast. Shout out the Beatles note by note. The host said to me that most of their guests are the same age, and many of them cite the Beatles Anthology as their genesis for their Beatlemania. Anthology really was the perfect entry point for fledgling fans. Many of the songs in their most rudimentary form have this unpolished gentleness to them that makes them very user-friendly. Add to that the band's charismatic goofiness and the interspersed storytelling clips.
We were just a band who made it very, very big, that's all.
It's impossible not to fall in love with the music and the people and the story. And then you have the accompanying book and documentary series. I actually found this when I was about 17 in an antique store for $30. I could not believe my luck. I still can't believe my luck. There have been thousands upon thousands of books written about this band, but this is the only one that comes straight from the horse's mouth. It is iconic and incomparable. So 30 years after the fact, you do see a little cynicism floating around the internet around new Beatles releases. You know, like, how many last songs are there? Are we really gonna do another remaster, another remix? How many things do they have just waiting in the vault to drip release to the public? And I have to admit, I was guilty of some of that cynicism myself. Then I remember my delight as a 5-year-old mainlining the Anthology version of No Reply until it became part of me, until it settled in my very DNA. I saw you be your way. If this new release does that for even one kid to kickstart a new generation of Beatles lovers, then in my view, it will have been worth it. Now, when I'm not sharing random thoughts about new Beatle releases, I'm usually out here on the internet, YouTube specifically, breaking down classic albums and or making abstract and brightly colored original and cover videos. So if you're interested in either of those things, I'll see you on Friday. Have a great weekend.